Daily Cycles here with the weekend update on May the 31st. So I still think we are making a top here, and we will go sideways or down into end of June. But question is, was this the top? Are we making a shoulder, or could we still get a final top the next few days? But first I would like to zoom out a little bit and show you my 3.5-year cycle here in red, and this is the most important cycle. It works for over 200 years, and as you see, we are now in this yellow topping phase of the red cycle, and currently we are at the point pretty much very close to where the previous bull market top was. And zooming in a little bit more, we see my cycle here in red is very soon turning down. Still have like 1 week left before it really turns down here, and we were below this 40-week moving average, but we have managed to break above it again. So I have a couple of main scenarios here. The minimum here would be, in my opinion, the soft landing, an A, B, C, where in this case we don't make a new all-time high, but we are making a shoulder right now, and we go down this fall, and we drop down to the 3.5-year moving average. That's the soft landing, and then it's all over and we can start a new bull market. However, I think this could be a worse bear market because of the 28-year cycle. You could see my previous videos. So I think we could go all the way down to next summer and as deep as the previous bear market low. However, this deep correction we got in April was not exactly what I expected, and neither this strong rally thereafter. So it opens up a possible scenario where we actually make an all-time high this summer, and we can make some kind of a cup with a handle, and all of this will be an ABC rally, a final ABC rally, topping sometime this fall, and then we get this bear market, the 3.5-year cycle bear market, into around spring or summer next year. So, but I really would not like to see this one. It would kind of hurt my pride, because I have talked so much about the February being the bull market top, and now we are making a shoulder. But it is possible that we could get this one. But right now we have a setup for this being a shoulder, and we can drop down, because here's my 10-week wavelet in purple, and I have placed my rectangle here, and as you see, we are now getting a little bit into this rectangle and looking at previous tops. This was about the time where the correction began. So we are currently making a lower shoulder here, and there's still like a day or two left where we could make a small bull trap here, but I wouldn't like to see strong momentum here. That would take away the downside potential. That would mean if we get strong buying momentum here, this will all of this will probably just end up like a sideways consolidation, and then we can rally thereafter. So when we get this strong momentum at this point, then we end up with just a small pullback. But like here, we did have strong momentum into this late top, and still we got a deep correction. And I have a projection here. We are at this point. The downtrend should begin very soon, but here I just had two analogs from 2007, and this from 2018 shows that it is possible we could grind upwards a couple of more days and then get a decent big correction. So from the VIX wavelets, I have these two scenarios, very similar, saying we are very close to a top, and the bias is for sideways or down the next 3 weeks. Could be more, but 3 weeks is the most likely length. And this one too, we are very close to a top, and then sideways or down for 3 weeks. So there's a problem here with my 4-week cycle. Down here in green, you see this point should have been a low, but actually this long rally extended and shifted the market relative to the cycle. So here actually we made a top at the cycle low, and this shift has continued. So you know, if I put this, you know, we should have been like here, like this, but actually it has shifted a bit over like this. So right now, you know, we are making tops, market tops, where the cycle says low, and here we are making a top where the cycle says low. So I don't know if this suddenly will snap back, or if the market will snap back, or if this is a permanent change. So, but I would like to see us. Well, I can't trust this cycle at the moment because the market is not correlating with the cycle. But I'm expecting some kind of a correction. You know, break this trend and correct down into end of June. But there is room for a last bull trap next couple of very few days, and then we should have this correction. But the later it comes, it's less likely that it will be very deep. And looking at the hourly data, you know, I was maybe looking for some kind of a double top, and currently, and here you see my 2-week oscillation seems to have shifted, just like I showed you with my cycle. And this formation here looks very tricky. Looking at the wavelet, you know, I do get this feeling that we could have, you know, a last squeeze, a bull trap the next 1-2 days. But I would really just prefer us to see us just break down here. But yeah, I get this feeling that we need to get a bull trap here. That could also, you know, yeah, always when you trap someone, it can get more volatile to the downside. But I'm really not sure. And here I have a couple of analogs. You know, this is the double top analogs, historical analogs, and this scenario says this is trading days. It says we should, yeah, break down next week. But the historical analogs do still allow for a quick squeeze 1-2 days here, making a bull trap. It is possible, but you know, the correction should begin very soon, and otherwise we will start to deviate from these historical analogs, and then maybe they are not analogs at all. Also, I have this inverted 17-week cycle scenario, because my 17-week cycle is actually turning very bullish very soon. We see here we are currently at the low of the cycle, and it soon turns up. But there's the inverted cycle scenario. We are following that scenario, and currently this is calendar days, and it says, yeah, next week we should be hard down next week. Anything else does not fit with this scenario. Yeah, so to have the inverted scenario, we should be hard down next week. So in conclusion, I'm uncertain. I'm not comfortable when the market is out of sync with my cycle. Is this a permanent condition or not? Because the cycle is very bullish this coming week, but all of my scenarios say we should crash down. So should I trust the scenarios or the cycle? I cannot say, and we just have to wait and see. See ya!